Want to learn how to turn this into this? Just using some of those and some of that? I can guarantee you once you try it, you will never go back to buying store-bought pickles. And plus, you'll save some money in the process. Welcome back to BZ Bites, and let's get into the video. Today we'll be pickling 3 things, but they all follow the same general formula. The best part about pickling is that you can pickle any vegetable that you want, although some are better than others. Today I'll be using carrots, red onions, and cucumbers. First we're going to learn how to make the universal pickling liquid to pickle any veggie of your choosing. Alright, so you're going to want to bring equal parts vinegar and water to a boil in a pot. I started with 2 cups of vinegar, adding 2 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar, and 2 cups of water to make sure I got that equal ratio and to make sure I had enough brine for all of my jars. This is a good base ratio to start at. Once you gain more experience and become somewhat of an expert, you can tweak these ratios if you want more or less acidity in your picklings. Then add 2.5 tablespoons of salt per 4 cups of mixture. So in my case, I had 8 cups of mixture, so I added 5 tablespoons of salt. And also, I don't have any tablespoons, so I'd use an actual spoon and just call it a tablespoon. It's kind of fun, right? After that, I'll add a half tablespoon of sugar for every 4 cups of mixture. This is just something I like to do. It's optional. Not everyone who pickles does this. I just like that extra sweet flavor.
In the ancient times, the Mesopotamians pickled food as far back as 2400 BC. According to the New York Food Museum, they preserved cucumbers by pickling them.
Pickling is a great way to preserve your food because it is edible and non-toxic.
We're going to explain the science behind pickling. What we're trying to do is to remove the water from the pickles in order to stop the metabolism of microbes growing inside of it.
What is the name of the solution that we are going to put in the pickle jar?
Brine!
Yes. Brine is a high salt aqueous solution.
Your cucumber is going to have a certain amount of solute in it. Let's say salt for this example. There's going to be few amounts of solute. On the outside, our brine is going to have a lot of salt.
That's a lot of salt. Okay, so using the theory of osmosis, we know that water wants to flow from a low salt concentration to a high salt concentration.
So what's going to happen is the water molecules are going to move out. And it will have less water molecules inside of it, and it'll be preserved.
So you do have a plan. Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science!
Alright, now let's prepare veggies before those come to a boil. So realistically, you're going to do this before you start making your brine, but I just wanted to show you that first because I thought it would make more sense that way. For the carrots, I just washed them, peeled them, and sliced them up into small pieces and filled up my jar. I didn't add anything special to these because it was my first time and I was more experimenting. For the red onion, cut it in half and peel it like you would a normal onion, but you're gonna wanna do like this angled kind of cut thing to make the longest strands of onion possible. Just turns out way better that way. I also like to boil the red onions for a minute or 2 to help soften them up. Keep in mind, if you do this, please use tongs to put them into your jar. You'll burn yourself if you don't. Then the cucumbers just need a little rinse, and that's all you have to do. Congratulations on making it to step 3, the most important. This part will decide whether or not your pickles will be mediocre or exceptional. So you can literally take any herb or any spice you can think of and just throw them into the jars with the veggies that you're pickling, and those flavors will kind of just infuse together to create this new flavor that you can never even imagine. For the red onions, I threw in some red pepper flakes because I love that extra kick when I put these on my sandwich every day. For the cucumbers, I threw in black pepper as well as some dill leaves to give it that dill flavor. I threw in 0 herbs or spices in with the carrots, and they honestly turned out very mid in my opinion. So please do not be shy on this step of the process. Go all out, folks. Alright, once that's all done, simply pour your boiling brine into your jar with your veggies until they're fully covered with the brine. You want to make sure that the veggies are fully submerged here, or else they're gonna get moldy and go bad. One way you can make sure that they're fully submerged is filling a plastic bag with water and placing it in the top. Do this if your veggies keep floating to the top of the jar. Let these sit out for a while with no lid until they come down to room temperature. Then you can finally put the cap on and put them in your fridge. Congratulations on learning the art of pickling. Like the video if you learned something new, and subscribe for more BZ Bites.